To be here tonight and here with Meredith Jacobs, who I will be introducing in a few minutes. This book has been, I joke, it's a labor of love. It took me 9 months to put this together. Literally, it really did. And initially, when I came up with this concept, I wanted to share some of the funniest moms in our country, moms who were writers. And I had my wish list of who I really loved and wanted to contribute, and one of the people on my wish list is sitting here tonight, so I was thrilled when Meredith said yes. And I was really, so excited as this book started coming together, because initially we started to get stories that were the new mom story, and then we started to get the moms of tweens. And then I felt, you know what, I want this to be an every mom book. I want this to be the mom whose child is going off to college. I want this to be the grandmother book. This is going to be the book that any mom can pick up and relate to and laugh their sides off. And the feedback has been really wonderful, to the point where I got an email. This was so funny. I got an email from a student, a guy at Duke University, who said that his mother, all she could talk about, she had the book, and all she could talk about morning, noon, and night was see mom run. She'd read an essay, and she would laugh, and just kept talking about it. And he said, I had to find out what is it about this book that is making my mother laugh uncontrollably. And he said, so I read it. And he goes, you know what, it's really funny. I like it. And I'm like, high praise, a college student says he likes my book. This is so cool. So with that, I'm going to read 2 of the essays from the book, and Meredith is going to read her essay. And then the other exciting thing that I'm going to share with you is that we're also developing this into a stage version. And my secret love is singing and writing song parodies. So I've already written several song parodies to go along with what this is going to be about. So at the end of the evening, I'm going to share one of those songs. So you didn't know you were coming here for a little song and dance. So the first essay that I'm going to read for you, which I'm sure a lot of us can relate to, is called Sanitation Mom. And let me just find it 1 second. I should know the page. Here we go. Alrighty. Okay. Now, first of all, every essay that we've written starts with either a Twitter post, a Facebook post, or a text message. So my tweet is, at ball field for several hours with no snacks in sight. Will tweet for food. Can someone explain to me why I am the human trash can in my family? It's not like I volunteered for the job, but somehow, when my kids are finished with their gum, their drinks, or their tissues, they don't hold on to their refuse. Oh no. Why do that when you have the sanitation mom sitting directly in front, chauffeuring you from one activity to another? Picture the scene. We're running late, as usual, and I've given the kids a quick snack so they won't complain that they're famished the minute we hit the open road. Within 1 minute and 45 seconds, one of them has finished their juice box and granola bar, and I can feel little fingers tapping me on my shoulder as I'm about to make a right turn. Mommy, here's my garbage. Take it. I don't know when I became the wastebasket, but even when my husband is around, they instantly hand me their half-eaten snacks so that I can make them magically disappear. And when we're outside of the car, my role as sanitation mom kicks in at movie theaters, festivals, museums, the zoo. There is not a place in the tri-state area that I haven't traversed where my kids have used me to get rid of their trash. Sometimes, if I've tried to ignore my kids while they've attempted to hand me a half-eaten yodel or juicy juice while we're cruising down the Hutchinson River Parkway, I've lived to suffer severe consequences. One year, my daughter decided to use my $300 Michael Kors bag as a trash receptacle. And when I almost experienced a mommy dearest moment when I saw her yoo-hoo dripping into my supple leather designer tote, she looked at me squarely in the eye and said, "Well, Mommy, if you had taken my garbage when I had asked you to, this never would have happened." Now I know, I should just tell them it's your garbage, you find a place to dispose of it. But frankly, it's just easier to take care of the mess rather than let something smelly fester in the backseat of my minivan. And besides, at least I know I'm not alone in my garbage duties. There are other parents who have become voluntary sanitation workers too. Just yesterday, I was in the supermarket on the checkout line, standing next to a sweet-looking 3-year-old savoring a piece of mozzarella cheese on a toothpick. As his dad was busy packing up their groceries and paying the cashier, the tyke held out the toothpick while motioning to his dad. When his father didn't pay attention to his directive to relieve him of the toothpick, the whining began to commence. "Daddy, take this away," he whined. And within 1 second, the dad grabbed the toothpick, proceeded to drop it on the same conveyor belt where my produce and Weight Watcher frozen dinners were about to be deposited. Now that is just plain offensive. If you have accepted the role of sanitation mom or dad, it is your obligation to dispose of all waste in a trash receptacle. If you can't live up to the demands of the job, then you must instruct your child that they must hold on to said toothpick until they can find a trash can themselves and drop it where it belongs. I never realized there's a code of sanitation mom ethics, but there is. Just like the telltale phrase, "you break it, you pay," the same holds true for garbage. They give you their trash, you throw it out. And if you break the rules, then maybe your kid can take on garbage duty themselves. And if you believe that will ever happen, I have a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. Thank you.